All right, I'm gonna read some shit. I'm gonna read some shit. It's long-winded. Okay, it was written by a woman. I don't know what to say. It's written by a black woman that's divorcing her husband and shit. Basically, she's she's cashing out and shit on this motherfucker after many years in a successful multi-million-dollar business together. You know, I don't know if it's a multi or whatever. Last I checked, it was 5 million or something. So, you know, the dude in question, he should have knew this shit was coming. I hope he squirreled away some money and hid it somewhere and shit so where she can't get it or don't know about it. Okay? And I hate that this is I hate that this is what relationships and marriage have become, like a business proposition and shit. I rail on it all the time when I hear women talking about a partnership, you know. But I'm going to read this, okay? Basically, I'm going to read this statement put out by this woman who is divorcing her husband. And she's levying accusations because they love doing that and shit. The only thing they love doing more than levying, you know, accusations is talking about somebody's penis or they can't fuck right or something, or they might be down low and shit. I don't know where that fit. You know, the whole download thing, that has to go in front of the accusations and shit. We hear that all the time. And it used to be you had a little dick or you can't fuck right. That used to be number one, but, you know, that's probably number 3 or 4 and shit. Anyway, sorry for going off on a tangent. I'm going to read this long-winded statement from this fucking woman and shit, and I'm going to give you my opinion on it post-haste. All right, here we go. It says here from Slim's World. Slim's World. All right. I've been quiet for so long, and I can no longer hold my silence. This war that I've been fighting behind closed doors, all while pretending to the world that everything is perfect, is too much to bear. I am living in hell on earth. The abuse, the manipulation, the lies, the deceit, the gaslighting, and narcissism have become unbearable. The world thinks he's a man who stands on business, but y'all are sadly mistaken. The man that me and my children know is cruel, abusive, emotionally and mentally, and completely void of any emotion. From the time we wake up till the time we close our eyes each night, we are literally in a fight for our peace and sanity. I can admit that I've played my part in hindering and hiding his behavior, but today, I'm finally choosing me. I'll die behind this truth, and I'll lose everything to finally have peace. I brought light to his life, while he came into mine to destroy not only me, but all who love me. I'm finally closing this chapter, but I know the battle is about to commence, and I'm ready. I know after I win this war, I'll finally have my peace. I'll finally have my peace. Okay? Have my peace. There are so many more chapters to my story, but this one is officially closed. I'm going to need all the support I can get, but I also know that God has me. 3 praying hand emojis with love. Okay? And she says, I know I'm going to need all the support I can get, but I also know that God has me. 3 hands, you know, heart emojis with love. Okay? And that was posted by Slim's World. Okay? So basically, what we have here is the turkey leg people. You know, a popular Houston power, or former popular Houston power couple is described by media, middle media, or the Chitlin Circuit media. Oh yeah, it's a power herd. It's a power couple, and they jointly own, I would assume, the turkey leg hut in Texas. Now, this woman who wrote this shit, his name is Nakia Price, now homes, okay? And she announced her separation on Instagram and levied accusations of abuse against her soon-to-be ex-husband, and I haven't seen a goddamn multi-paragraph social media post from this gentleman shit, because he's busy probably trying to get his ducks in a row, I would hope, okay? I hope he ain't somewhere laid up and shit on the couch, looking at the ceiling and shit, with a bowl of cereal on his fucking belly, okay? I hope he ain't doing that. I hope he's doing his due diligence and shit, and giving her the business and shit. The only thing you can really do with this female is just go through the court case and just, act like someone's coming into your life to do a hostile takeover of all your assets and cause you economic misfortune, which is what she's doing, as well as destroying his good name and shit. And I think that the lawyers, he should tell his lawyer to ask her for evidence of all of the accusations and shit, and caution her against making further litigious statements while the separation and eventual divorce is, commencing. All right, that's what I say. That's my advice to this nigga. Okay, because when I look at the picture, I see a woman that's takes care of her appearance. She's somewhat smaller than him. She has a nice figure. It is Texas and everything. She has the horse. She has her white woman disguise on. She has a nice weave, and she's attractive. The dude is a fat dude. Okay, he's a fat, bald dude with a beard and shit. We've seen that so many times. Maybe he's probably a football player or something in the past. I don't know their history or anything. I know that they've had this restaurant. It's been very successful. Very successful. Lying around the corner business and shit. And it was even invaded by hyenas in their birthday suit, I did a video about that called Lady Godiva of Turkey Hut. You can look that up. I've done a video about that in the past, and this couple was shit. Wish that they would sue that woman that walked into the place on a Sunday morning or Sunday brunch with no clothes on while children and shit were there. It's been a shit show, and they've been sued for not paying bills, supposedly. And I wonder who was in charge of the financial side of, their business. Probably this goddamn female. Okay? Now, I hope that he has a decent fucking attorney. And I would hazard that I hope that he has socked away money, not only to live on, in perpetuity while he reestablishes himself as a single entity and shit, but I hope he has money to, for this lawsuit and everything. And I hope that he has extra ducats in his bucket to sue her for egregious slander. All right? I just want to say something, This shit makes me so sad and, demoralized on a certain level. Shit. I'm a misogynist anarchist and shit, but you can dream a little bit, right? We kind of wish that bitches would act right and shit, or, get onto some kind of program or get themselves together. They're just sloppy and messy, and they destroy their own fucking image on the world stage, across the diaspora, across the planet and shit. They have the worst PR agent and shit. You can't go by what you see down here in the slave quarters in America, 3Ks and say. You can't go about that. It's social engineering and shit. It's a program that's been going on since the late 60s, early 70s and shit, okay? To destroy your image, to destroy the nuclear family and everything. To always demoralize you and show you that you're in a perpetual state of struggle and lack and shit. And this just adds more, more wood to the fire, okay? More wood to the fire. Like, I don't give a fuck they're getting a divorce or whatever reason they were getting a divorce and shit. Maybe bang that chick that came in, it was a porn star. Maybe bang that chick that came into the turkey hut at one morning and shit with all her shit on display and all her disgusting shit, wares on display. Maybe did something like that. And I don't know. I don't give a fuck about what people do behind closed door. I do hate this narrative. A lot of people call it the Keke Palmer factor, where you go to social media and you just drag the shit out of the guy. You do emotional damage and terrorism to the other person that you were in a relationship with. It's supposedly a loving, long-term relationship with children involved. You go online and you destroy this person's image. You attack them in public and shit. And there should be financial consequences for that shit. Okay, there should be financial consequences. I don't give a fuck about this female. Okay, she's nothing. Okay? Nakia Price or Nakia Holmes, whatever the fuck she want to be known as, is just cashing in her chips, and she's going on the greener pastures, and so she thinks, and she's gonna be on them streets and shit, okay? And she probably has another nigga already lined up somewhere, hiding out in an apartment and shit, because she is a millionaire. Okay? Jointly with her husband, she is a millionaire. And she's gonna try to clear the table and shit. Somebody told these misandrous black women that the house always wins and shit, but they didn't realize that they were the maid in that fucking house and shit, okay? Alright? So, brothers, that being said, fuck this shit. I've said enough. That being said, here we go. Keep your head on a swivel, okay? Physically and financially, even spiritually, keep your head on a swivel. Protect your bag, because that is what they want. These treasure hunters and shit, these people with these starter husbands, and this fat dude found out he was the starter husband, despite the longevity of their relationship and their children. You know, protect your fucking bag, and above all else, protect your seed. Okay, protect your seed. Strap up and shit. Do not give these women a biological golden parachute. As you can see here, it'll come back to cost you every time. Shit is very dangerous on these streets. These women are infantilized, and they have a stilted worldview and shit, not based on shit, but crap they saw online. You know that is not even real. All right, protect your seed and shit. Don't make fallen women the stewards of your future. Your legacy. That being said, SYSBM means save yourself, black man.
I'm not saying we should have a special victim status, but our circumstance is different. We are women. We are less.
You're 24 years old. Is your circumstance harder or easier than your grandmother and your great grandmother?
Exponentially easier. We have access to information we didn't have.
Exponentially easier, but you're handling it worse. Your grandmother and your great grandmother actually could work with a black man with more trauma.
Because they understood that the black woman and the black man are on the same side. Now that we are all free and independent and we could do whatever we want to, why would we seek to, be one with the black man? We even think that being...
Thank you. Clip it, slice it, put it on World Star. She said it, not me. Now that you're independent, you don't need to be with. There you go. There you go. And there you go, black man. There it is. She's finally got one to say it.
Build businesses with us.